gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 of the series between Makeshift and Royal Genesis to decide who goes to the grand final here at Respawn V30 Flashback in the League of Legends division. My name is Coldblood, and joining me is the organizer of the entire thing, Cameron. How are you, boss?
No worry, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just nervous as hell. That's all.
It's all good. It's like when you go up to someone at the cashier and they say, "Enjoy your meal." You say, "You too."
Yeah, that's it. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah. Bad luck, Ducksworth. If the intro's too loud, turn the thing down, because the comic book intro is too awesome to turn down. So I probably on Solace makes a point. I should probably warn before I do the very loud comic book intro. But alas, we are into the champion select here, ladies and gents. We have Royal Genesis over on the right, 1-0 up over the Makeshift guys who formed their team just earlier on. And we found out in lobby through a lot of talking while we waited that this is Avant's day off. They shouldn't be playing League today.
They probably wanted the day off. They just wanted to come and watch and spectate.
Yeah, they wanted to
size up the local competition.
Watch with you guys, and they ended up competing and making it to the semis.
So into the bands already, and we have, of course, the Yas and the Woo banned by Makeshift. Definitely don't want to go down that combo again.
No, yeah, they've definitely learned from their mistakes. Banning out LeBlanc too is fair enough. Lee Sin Vi and Kazakh's banned out against it was Profound who played him. Actually, Kazakh's was played by Ramsey.
Ramsey,
he
did really well. Yeah.
So it's fair. I mean, later on there wasn't a lot he could do because he just got aimed down and killed. So
yeah, they focused him.
But Profound, he's happy with his spider, which is he actually did fairly well. So.
Yeah. It's back on the spider straight away.
And immediately Thresh and Caitlyn once again picked. So the first three picks mirroring the first game that Royal Genesis took in a convincing fashion. And, will we be able to see the new Graggy? Nope.
No. Nice hover.
I like the Zin though. Something weird's going on here.
Zin top. Probably. Well, it has to be Zin top. Definitely Tara again. So that's 4 mirror picks.
Yeah, so I guess if it's broken, don't fix it. But it was broken? No.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yes, but it was broken, so...
I don't know if we'll actually see
Maybe
a
Zin
Yi
is the
jungle.
answer. 80 carries in.
So Bubbles chosen the Yi jungle. No, he switched to the Nocturne.
Yeah,
Apparently
you learn very early on in casting. You never talk about it till it's locked in.
Murphy's Law or whatever it is.
Yeah.
No, because I've been hearing around the place that Feral Flame, the new Feral Flame item, is really, really good on Yi. So
yes, he farms it up very quickly if the other team gives him the space, which after the last couple of days, people have learned that if you leave someone with Feral Flare alone, they'll come out at 20 minutes with 3 items and kill you. If you pressure them, they are nothing. They make an investment and it falls flat on its face.
So apparently Ramsey plays a good Zin. I've never seen him play Ramsey. I've never seen Ramsey play Zin.
Well, he pulled out Kazakh's, who's normally in the jungle, and he did amazing with that.
Yeah.
So for the time being, we'll assume that the Zin is going top, although hopefully we haven't ruined their secret strategy, because that would suck. We will see the Nocturne, which makes me a happy panda. At least doesn't offer too much of a threat to him early on with his Shroud and the AD and the attack speed built to his kit. They pick up the Shyvana, which was banned in the last game. Jado loves to play that champ. It's interesting though, because Zin is an all-in champ. He's all about forcing fights that he can win. Shyvana has burnout. It's going to be easy for her to escape, poke him from range. Zin has 0 range capability. So the Flame Breath will hit him over and over.
He does have gap closes though.
It's true. He is able to close the gap on
I
her.
wonder what they're planning. This better not be a setup. Here you go, wait.
There you go.
Thinking Annie bot. Well, it had to be Annie bot. I'm like, yeah, no.
Tarek's Annie. That's a lot of stuns. And
a lot of stuns, but next to no push.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Though we do have 2 exhausts on the side of Makeshift.
I'd love to see the Cassidon.
I don't know how he's been since he got reworked.
He's actually balanced now, so he's too weird.
So or maybe we'll see Hermedina.
I'd love.
Or the
Jaime.
evil team.
Satan.
Evil.
Satan is under consideration. Although it is Mr. Loves to Spooge is known for his troll capability. Cameron will be back momentarily, ladies and gents, just dealing with some admin work. We're actually going to get the stream up on the big stage. So if you're here at Respawn and you're tuning in, you're going to be able to see it up on the big stage. And if you're not, Well, we appreciate you tuning in regardless, especially Professor Sniggles. Must be about 10 a.m. for the poor guy at the moment. So,
Poor guy. Why would you call a guy? Why would you say he's a poor guy at 10 a.m.?
because he was awake at 6 a.m. watching us.
That's dedication from
Yeah.
America too, which is really, really good.
He was saying the proper way to eat pizza is just to like shovel it into your face, which
I'd
is
like to see that happen.
atypical.
I couldn't do that myself.
Yeah. So we're getting some advice from our friends in the US. Oriana was the final pickup here, and she has won every single game she's been in today. Every single game.
Every single game she's been in,
Yep.
or with the team.
Every game that Oriana has been a part of, her
So
team won.
she's on a 100% win rate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
She's been very popular. She was banned in the last game, that's right. So she slipped through this time. Shyvana and Nocturne both easily deliver the ball to the back of the enemy lineup. The Ziggs and the Ezreal are going to get shockwaved if Nocturne and Shyvana have something to say about it. And we will now talk about the summoners. The summoners are into the loading screen.
I completely forgot about
No,
that.
that's okay.
Oh, no, it's all right. He changed
Oh,
anyway to an
wow.
Ignite, so he's a bit more aggressive this time.
Okay, so against Oriana, that makes a lot of sense. Yasuo, the exhaust was a great pickup. Didn't kind of worked out,
I didn't
but
see him used much though.
yeah, it was kind of used like as he died, so it didn't pay off in the end. The fight at the start, it did quite well, but yeah, after that, not so much. So Ignite against Oriana makes a lot of sense. He does outrange her. He just needs to be quick on his toes, which Ziggsy loves bouncing around. So hopefully he can bounce out of Oriana's ball.
I definitely see Ziggs going for an early chalice into Athene's.
Doesn't need to go Seekers this time, so
No, so
that's
you
an
can
advantage.
definitely run that mana regen, get his poke out, and that early magic resist against Ori, and
Yeah.
that cooldown reduction too.
Yes. Let's find out what Ramsey's running on the Xin. He has 15 physical damage, 1% crit chance, and the mastery's 21-9. He is ready to kill things.
Yeah, he's going to be probably looking for blood.
Yeah, so Shyvana, like Xin, very, very strong 1v1. At level 2, no one can beat him. Not a single champ in the game can beat him at level 2. The knock-up and just the amount of auto-attack damage he puts out can be very difficult to deal with. So this Shyvana is running very, very defensive in her runes and masteries.
Probably going to be a split pusher too, considering she's going with the teleport.
Packing the TP, yeah.
so
Jado did that in the previous game with Renekton as well. Lost in lane, but TP'd in at the right time. So he pressured top, got the towers down, got 2 towers down, and still participated in the fights.
Yeah, if you want to use your teleport now with the recent changes, if you want to use your teleport to help out a lane, get onto that tower because you cut the cooldown right off.
That's right, and if you pick up Distortion Boots, it gives you movement speed when you come out of it.
There you go, that's it.
So and movement speed after your flash as well. But the only people who pick up Distortion is Annie and Galio, who rely on their flash to initiate a fight. Everyone else prefers Home Guard.
Yeah, but with that home guard change now, the Riot's been trying to balance out the boots because they've just everyone gets home guards. It's a staple.
Getting instant health back was a bit over. The reason people got it was for the movement speed. So they nerfed the bit of it that was like you don't mind. So it's still strong, but not crowding everything else out.
Yeah, because it was just basically before they changed it, 9 times out of 10 I always saw home guards.
Yeah.
Home guards every time.
While
the movement speed is great, it was also what I liked is the instant heal. You got back, you could get in. Now they've just doubled.
Like if you're defending a base, getting all that health back means they can't. When you're aggressing a base, everything you do can suddenly be nothing because the enemy will reset a fight and you're left at low health. Oops, sorry. Started playing the intro for a second there, so hopefully I didn't jump scare you poor folks. But we have some discussion of the 1% crit chance. Are you a fan of that, Cameron?
No, I'd never run crit chance. Maybe I might. I only go 5 rune pages. I'm a bronzy, so this is the fun part. But I don't. I only got 5, and I've got the simple AD AP range. Though I do want to start putting onto Yas. So yeah.
Fair enough. So we're into the skin battle now. We have Winged Hussar Wind now, who will have the wings coming out of him. Frozen Terror Nocturne. A lot of freezing, actually, with and then just a random emo Oriana. The only skinless person in the game is Aspira again.
Again.
Where is the pink Tarek?
Someone buy this man
He
a
had
pink
plenty
Tarek.
of time to buy it while Static was dealing with the phone. So,
Yeah. Well, he'll probably win the RP. Well, they'll get, no matter what, they're guaranteed RP, so he can go and buy that pink Tarek
yeah,
skin.
good. He better.
He better.
'Cause he's a
I will
fan.
mention that when I hand out prizes
Yep.
at the end of the
He's a fan of the fabulous man. He better start looking fabulous to match the part. So, in the semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, this is the not the tiebreaker, the crucible for Royal Genesis to get back to the grand finals and take on their rivals, the Korean Barbecue Set A. We had the jungler for that team, Danchi, in the lobby, so they're probably watching right now. And whoever takes this series on is looking for you guys.
Hello,
So,
Dashi, if you're in here.
hello, Danchi. He probably
Danchi,
is.
yeah.
Tried to invade our lobby, but he was forcibly removed.
Yeah.
As Aspira, you can't get caught out here, brother.
No, he saw them.
Yep,
It would
good.
be definitely an early red, but they because they didn't see Tarek, they don't know that they may go for a buff swap. Because he was.
Oh, Tarek!
Oh, there we go.
Oh, if that hook had landed, he would have been in
Already-
trouble. Nice flash.
1 minute in, and we've already used up a flash.
If that hook had landed, he would have died. So
Yeah.
it's definitely fair enough.
Oh, that poke.
Psycho. I don't think he actually knows that he did anything,
Yeah.
which is cool. So this could be problematic if the red team run into Xin here and interrupt it. Although it looks like the Makeshift guys, they know that their red is safe for the time being. I forgot Xin isn't actually jungling, so
Yeah.
he was just there for no reason. Just wanted to fight things, which is fair enough because Xin, even at level 1, 3 talent strike, it just makes him so
Did he level
powerful.
that up first?
He did indeed.
Yeah.
He's not messing around. He knows what he wants. Okay, so we'll go through the teams here representing Makeshift in what could be their final game of the night. The poor event guys, they had a day off and they spent it with us at
They
Respawn.
say it's a day off, but we don't know if that's
Yeah. Maybe they wanted some prizes for themselves. Representing them is Profound on the jungle and his teammate Psyker in the mid lane. And then we have the 3 guys that they grouped up with. Ramsey Gang King at the top, who has an American friend called Professor Sniggles. We have Aspira at the bot, joined by Aspire Static, who is a caster over at GameStar.
And on Royal G, I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah.
I think it's been a long day.
Even though it's right there.
Royal G, you have Stealthy on the Caitlyn, along with her or his partner. UC Australia.
Yep.
Is that how you say it? On the
That's how I've been
Thresh.
saying it all day, so hopefully
Yeah.
it's that.
And then you got Bubbles in the jungle as Nocturne. Jado on the Shyvana. And you've got Mr. Loves on the Oriana.
I like that, Mr. Love. That can
Mr.
be
Loves
his
to
alternate lane.
splooge.
Mr. Loves to sponge.
Sponge.
He
Oh, there's
likes-
no N in there. It's a spooge.
He likes giving people sponge bars.
But there's no
It's
N in there.
Mr. Sponge. I don't like saying the other one.
That's fine.
Okay, so we have Xin here. He's going to be jumped on by Nocturne at any second now. Xin doesn't have any disengage.
He's blacked out.
And Bubble Tea's just like, meh. Meh. Which is, I don't know. Maybe they were a bit worried about trying to fight him. Because Xin, notoriously powerful in these early... Like, remember I said, at level 2, there's not a lot that you can do against Xin. Very, very strong.
So this Ziggs at the moment is now trading the Oriana.
Which is good because Makeshift, they need to bring
Control
this one back. As actually Zin's going to be jumping onto Nocturne and puts the flash. Ignite as well. Unspeakable Horrors goes off. Can he get the last auto attack? The first blood will go to Profound as the manly Zin going to jump in. Professor Sniggle's going to be very happy with that one. And Cameron, he's definitely having Mulan play in his head.
Yeah.
They came ready to play, and look what Profound's doing already, going to punish Bubble T Zinix. Every time when they play my favorite champ Nocturne, they do this.
No. Misses the cocoon though.
Oh.
You know what? Repels out.
Oh!
Whoa.
That was close.
Very close.
Dangerous game. May have been the one that saved him there. I think he would have gotten away though. Does pop a couple of potions and will continue on his merry way. 1,200 gold and he's only cleared 16 creeps. So doing very well for himself. Probably going to be a Haunting Guys game.
I actually realised that Ziggs actually got the kill on that. Not
Oh, that's
yeah,
probably
not-
better actually.
Yeah.
Where is Ziggs? There we go.
Ziggs, yeah. It has no mana though.
So
But you'd
in the
definitely be
last
rushing
game,
that.
Mr. Loves the Spooge was dominating the Ziggs on the Yasuo. Things looking very different now. Mr. Sponge may be the one to break the Orianna win rate. Although she's still powerful, we can't count her out just yet.
It is also very early game, so you never know what would happen.
Very true. So at the top, Zen going to be winning in the CS just because Shyvana was forced back by the damage she took in the fight. Zen just pushing hardcore. Ramsey going to use that sustain that he has. Or even though he's full health, I guess he's just sending a message. And of course, the percentage damage of Crescent Sweep with the resistances it gives means he's going to be a lot better against the Shyvana. I'm wondering if she's going to go Bork or maybe straight for a Randuin's. It's going to be interesting to see what she decides to go. And I thought the AD carry for Blue had 5 CS for a second. I was like, oh, geez, he's not doing well.
Yeah,
But it's okay.
definitely, like, I know I play 2 meta because I'm a bronzy, so I'm going to play to the meta, and I would love to have a tanky top. So I would definitely, especially against someone like Xin, I will definitely be rushing to get some sort of armor up, just to be more survivable in lane.
Not again.
What are they saying?
Then challenge again. I think that was when... Oh, actually, we're going to have to jump back camera in. We were too busy reading the chat. So we know that Nocturne's going to be in trouble here. He gets caught out the exact same push. He manages to... well, no, he absorbs the neurotoxin. Will end up falling... well, eventually, the unspeakable horrible taken down. Ramsey Game King being jumped on by Shyvana. Will Profound be able to save him? Cocoon, but burnout will be enough damage. Dragon Sen was picked up by that, and she is going to pop a double flash through the wall. Will Profound be able to survive this? Jado is, well, taking a lot of damage, and Static is saying, ooch, or maybe orange juice. The Cocoon goes off as well as the Volatile Spiderling. Jado, can he get the last Flame Breath off? No, he just used it. And a 1-for-1 with... I think it was both the top lane. No, it was Nocturne and Xin going down there.
Yeah.
So poor Nocturne really setting him back on the Feral Flare path. But a pickup kill for the Shyvana and equal in CS with Xin is definitely going to help a heck of a lot with helping her scale into the mid game.
No, it was smart by Profound to actually use his neurotoxin first.
Yeah, to break the shroud.
Break the shield and then use his cocoon, and that was what helped him the most.
This is him on his day off, ladies and gents.
Apparently.
With his challenge against. I'm glad we turned the chat on because Professor Sniggle said it. Mathmos, this is the second game of the series, and Makeshift are making a strong case at the moment. 1.5k gold. You missed a lot of crap talking in the lobby as well, but I think everyone missed that, so it's fair enough. So we'll have a look at the summoners, a bot, heal and exhaust versus heal and exhaust. So there you go, new meta. As Profound going to be catching this spoon in the mid lane here. Bouncing bomb, I don't think it ended up landing, as UC Australia going to head on up to try and defend this blue buff. They really wanted to go over to the Orianna, but...
I did see that ward go in, so they know they're going to be extremely careful with it.
That's why Bubble T is just waiting around for the current time. Ziggs is trying to shove the lane into the tower and forces Orianna away from the blue. So Bubble T forced to just take everything but the blue buff. Lacking a little bit as well. He's getting close to the paranoia.
Apparently there was lag according to Nocturne.
Yeah, which is agreed upon by the members of the blue team. So they're going to have to try and deal with the latency. They take away Nocturne's red, further setting him behind. This will mean that the blue's free to go over to Mr. Loves the Spooge, which is a victory for him. But the CS in all the lanes is... well, actually, it's quite back and forth. Like, the gold, still 1.5k in Makeshift's favor. Caitlyn dominating Ezreal at the moment. Ziggs dominating Orianna. And then top, fairly even. And we have a Yumu's Ghostblaze in.
Oh, yeah. I haven't really seen that either much.
It's being picked up a lot on the Feral Flare champions because it gives a lot of attack speed for the cheap.
It also does a bit of armor pen?
Yes. Gives armor pen and crit. 20 armor pen is actually a hell of a lot. Shockwave used by Mr. Loves the Spooge here, but the bouncing bomb will hit him in the ankle, which is enough to make him fall apart. So it looks like Avant came ready to play this game with already a fantastic showing. This is much different to the Ziggs we saw in the first game.
He's also got a bit of an easier champion now. It's not constantly dodging it.
Yasuo OP is what we can boil that down to. As Static and Aspira down at the bot. You'd expect an Ezreal to lose to a Caitlyn early on, particularly with Thresh back up. It's a very difficult lane. All they have to do is survive at this point because Ezreal is not going to be touched in these fights. Tarek's going to offer the AD and AP to everyone around him, so he's going to be relevant in the fights. And Static, he's not going to be touched in these fights. There's way too many threats. So he's able to just get up the cleanup kills and farm up while the rest of his team creates the space. So things looking very good for Makeshift here.
So Caitlin's gone back and got as well. So now she's got that extra damage on top of the Ezreal.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with her now. There is 2,200 on Static, though, so he's not lacking for gold either. He just hasn't spent it. Will we see the Triforce Rush or the Bloodthirster? I definitely think he needs a Bloodthirster. He will return. We'll have to see what he decides to go for.
How much gold does he have?
2,200.
2,200, just off a full Bloodthirster.
Yeah, he's going to go... Yeah, he prefers the boots over the Vamp Scepter, knowing that Tarek is going to be able to keep him up.
Yeah.
With, again, going for the face of the mountain. Just loves the tanky Tarek. And it does mean Imbue gets a decent health ratio.
Yeah, plus, on top of that as well, now Thresher's got his coin again. So it's very, very similar in this in this bot lane as it was just off the side of the map.
Them challenger ganks coming in. Shout out to Ace and Dags and Mathmos who are watching in the Twitch chat. Ramsey Game King comes down to the mid. Doesn't even care that Shyvana's at top. They want this dragon. And they're going to send all forces for it by dragonizing the mid tier 1. The bomb goes off from Ziggs. And it's Orianna quite efficient at clearing out the waves. This whole time Elise using the Spiderlings to tank up the dragon and take it down. With Xin and Ziggs coming in, there's not a lot they can do. And of course, Xin does have no, he doesn't have teleport. I told a lie.
No, it's the Shyvana that picked up the teleport.
Yeah, okay, so she was able to join if she wanted, but they're going to give up the dragon in return for getting a lot of damage at the top. Not to mention, Shyvana's going to get golden experience from this. She is a couple of hundred off of being able to afford the Sunfire. Will definitely want to go for a bit of damage after that.
Yeah, probably a Borg. Borg seems to be the most common item on the Shyvana.
Yeah, helps with her kite ability, gives attack speed, which she scales off of, gives a bit of sustain as well. So a bunch of benefits to it. The first tower of the game going to Makeshift as well. So 3,500 if my awful holidays math is up to snuff. And Shyvana left alone for so long that she does end up taking the top. If Xin had taken teleport, he could have stopped it, then he wouldn't have got the first one. He's going to use the Crescent Sweep on Shyvana as well. She has the Dragon Descent. She will use it, as well as the burst onto Ramsey Game King. He's going to flash, get the audacious charge off Jado. I don't think he can get away from this one. Xin is just so damn powerful. He's going to use the burnout though. Ramsey is running on it. He's got to be careful. And the burnout damage does force him to back off there. He'll heal up quite quickly thanks to the battle cry. But forces a lot of cooldowns out of... Well, actually used all of his, so... well, actually, teleport's still up, so Jado could head on up and try and get a sneaky kill there. Will he get the Cutlass? No, he is going to TP. He's going to try a sneaky TP in the river, though. Will it catch our Manly Xin by surprise? It looks like it will indeed. He's not even going to react until the last second. He's going to try and charge to the minions. Will it be enough? Jado doesn't have burnout. Crescent Sweep not available, and boom, Twin Bite goes off to stop that one. As Profound going to be pulled under the tower by the chain, jumps up in the air, has nothing to jump to, will flash to close that distance. Ace in the hole comes out, good guy Spirit taking that to his chiseled back, and a good set of play on the other side. MLG hooks his Static, being a good guy, and commending UC Straya for his plays. But the tower looking very, very weak here, especially since Essence Fox gives attack speed.
Makeshift has definitely stepped up this game.
Yeah.
Better bans as well. I think they wasted their bans a little bit last game.
Yeah.
They definitely controlled the amount of knock-up and the amount of poke they could have received this one.
It's interesting, actually. In the last game, Royal Genesis was ahead, but the top laner for Makeshift was the only one doing well, like beating his lane opponent. It's kind of the other way around now. You've got a murderous Shyvana, but the rest of the red team are really struggling. So I wonder if, who is it, Jado is going to be able to do what Ramsey Game King could not.
Shoes.
Kick us your shoes.
I haven't made it. What, come to the middle for chat?
They're, I think they've got another ping spike, so they're just waiting it out and having a bit of a talk. A shout out to cute little Vixen, who's going for the makeshift, and the teleport is a lie. Mathmos points us out, points me out on my fupa. Still waiting. The unpause when ready comes out. So I like how they're making sure the other team is ready. Is okay, unpausing. The game going to resume here. Will Jado be able to do what Ramsey Game King could not and carry from the island of top lane? Speaking of the island top lane, he's heading back up there as the rest of Makeshift are going to get further and further ahead. To be fair, the bottom lane not going in Makeshift's favour, but a lot better than last game. A heck of a lot better. It's Caitlyn was doing much better at this when she had like a zeal to Ezreal's BF sword, so things and Face of the Mountain finished quite early on. It's going to help a lot with the protection. Up at the top lane, will Jado be able to finish this one off? Sunfire Cape manages to finish it with Profound, not going to be able to escape. We might just jump back and see what happens to Cameron. So it was engaged by Shyvana. She's going to try and trade her life with Zen. Ramsey Game King gets the knock up off. Going to try and run away. Flame Breath does massive damage. And Sunfire is the one that finishes it with random sweeper going down. Shutdown gold going to Profound. Is working on the Haunting, guys. And I wonder if he'll go for more damage after this, being 2-0-3. Or will he prefer a Randuin to try and make Shyvana more kiteable?
Well, I've just noticed that Shyvana's just picked up a
Warden's Mail.
Not just that, also a cloak. No, not magic.
Yeah, Merc
So
trades.
definitely
Makes a lot of sense against the stuns. The stuns coming out.
Yeah, should be going for the Mercury trades, yeah.
Against Cocoon and Dazzle, a very smart choice. Even though she's against Xin, who does physical damage, she's got enough to deal with him now. So Jado building incredibly intelligently on the Shyvana.
Definitely going to be the tank of the team.
Teleport has quite a bit of its cooldown left, so she's not going to be a presence elsewhere on the map at the moment. Mr. Loves the Spooch picks up the Athene's Unholy Grail, is down a whole needlessly large rod on the Ziggs, which is a big problem for the Royal Genesis guys. They're not going to be able to hold off this aggression. Ziggs is going to throw out the Mega Inferno Bomb and it'll do a lot. Ramsey Game King doesn't care about top. He wants to kill himself a British woman. He pops the Yumi's Ghostblade, going to be doing ridiculous damage. Thresh can't heal enough because the True Drop Barrage will come in. A nice sneaky repel there from Profound finishes the kill as well, just in time for Dragon to be a minute off of respawning. As Jado continuing to push at the top. Still does not have teleport for another minute and a half, but Makeshift making the plays happen elsewhere on the map. 4,500 gold in their favor, and now Jado, will he be sneaky and try and take the blue? Is going to be collapsed upon. No, at least not interested in chasing that one up. Looks like going to be happy with this blue. Is going to cause a massive amount of pressure in the mid.
Yeah.
And yeah, now Game King, he's had a lot of presence, but maybe he should stick up top for a little while.
Definitely push that Shyvana back.
The problem is that Shyvana will have teleport up soon. She could theoretically head off to try and take this and then TP up and to defend. But it looks like she is just trying to accelerate her lead at the moment.
Especially being only 3-1 compared to her lane partner who's actually 1-3-4.
You saw the damage that Xin put out though. The 20 armor pen, absolutely key in chunking down Stealthy. Has 49 armor, which is absolutely 29 armor. You are so squishy against a Xin that has 161 AD and a lot of attack speed.
Yeah, who has a fairly good cap closer.
Yes, Audacious Charge. Very strong at jumping on top there. Profound going to be skidding away at the ward and takes him down. Dragon is now up. There is a blue pink ward and he's there just in time for it. And of course with Essence Flux, this Dragon will not be living very long at all. Ziggs is great at the zone control, just like that, is going to block off the passageway. That is going to accelerate the gold lead. 5,500. Where is our Shyvana? She's in the mid lane here. They're going to catch out the Elise. Will she throw out the Dragon's Descent? Looks like they're just going to respect how much Elise has at the moment. Shockwave is available though, we've got to keep that in mind. Satchel Charge will mean that a hook does not land. Zinj is farming at the top. Is working on the Blade of the Ruined King. Bottom lane will end up falling. It may have fallen a while ago though. And how is our Nocturne doing? 10 on the Feral Flare. So again, 25 it transforms.
25.
So he really wishes he could be farming right now, but he's forced to be with the team. If he's not with the team, everything gets pushed. Everything gets pushed. Apparently someone's very loud. I hope he's not talking about us.
It's pretty funny if you could hear us.
Yeah.
I don't think we're sitting next to him.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it might be someone else yelling down there. I did hear yelling. But, yeah, it doesn't bother us because we got noise-cancelling technology.
I'm just holding a microphone.
Okay. A microphone that's branching off of the headset that I have. So Elise going to be getting the flank off here. Shyvana, she has Dragon's Ascent. She's going to try and duel the Zen, though. Not the best of ideas, particularly with an Elise coming in, as well as the Zen. Jado cannot escape this one. Dragon's Ascent and Flash used. Is Satchel Charge available? No, it's not. Mega Inferno Bomb goes off, and it finishes the killer. Static is going to make sure she's low enough for that to work. A Spirit comes in, absorbs a little bit of damage from the Orianna. Zin goes back to his island at the top. No hook landed from the Thresh. Now Profound lands a stun onto Orianna. Will it be enough to finish off? No box used defensively to force them to back off. There's a little gap. The Profound goes down, but he's falling lower and lower. Will he jump to the race? He does indeed. Bouncy Bomb does so much. Satchel Charge as well, but that was a flash from Psyker. Maybe not worth it. Ignite used on UC Straya. This whole time Zin is going to be manning the tower down, and we may be going to a game decider here, Cameroon, because this is looking very much like the last game, only reversed.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They've got a Makeshift has a much better presence and a better split push than Shyvana can keep up with.
Yeah, Jado, even though he's played phenomenally, he can't keep up at this point. The bottom lane, while doing okay, they didn't establish enough dominance. The Ezreal is able to put out enough damage to be felt, and now they're much more even. There's actually 800 gold going to GameStar's own Static as he whacks away at the Baron, who is invisible, throws a couple of globules of spit. That way Rabbidan's Death capped on Ziggs and Blade of the Ruin King on Zen. Some massive power spike items coming out here for our Makeshift fellows. So the Royal Genesis guys are going to have to be careful. Nice lantern to avoid the cocoon, as Profound not the happiest with that turn of events. Challenger, please.
You have to also respect that we did start this at midnight. Not midnight, midday.
Yes.
Well, so a lot of these teams now have been, the
playing
4 teams now
hours,
have been playing for 12 hours on and off. So maybe there's a bit of fatigue in here. So maybe
Definitely
it is
fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's saying nothing of the casters. I mean, when you're playing, you don't have to talk constantly.
Yeah, well, you got to. You should.
Unless you're the shot call. Oh, yeah, you should, but stop that.
Yeah.
As Bubble Tea again taking poke. He's trying to go for the Randuins. Doesn't have it yet, though. Shyvana's the only one who can. Zin's going to come in. Does massive damage with the Crimson Sweep. Shockwave just used on Zin, and he's going to use the Blade of the Ruin King to get out of there. The Ziggs will take down Nocturne. Jado being forced out. He's the only member of his team who's doing okay, and he's forced out by a single member. The Tier 2 goes down. It is the first of the Tier 2s to follow, but the Tier 3 maybe next on the agenda here. They have so much tower damage, a lot of attack speed with the Ezreal, the Zin, and then the Skittering Frenzy of Elise. As Kate can't do anything to stop this one. She has a flash. The inhibitor will go down. Makeshift will make a hasty retreat from the base and go and spend their gold before they continue their rampage.
I think Zin's going to go through the jungle and meet up back here with his top lane.
How much gold is he sitting on? 800. So he could go for something like a Frozen Mallet next, but something tells me he doesn't want to be tanky in this one. Yeah, Professor Sniggles agrees. No tankiness. Although there is the argument that you do 0 damage when you're dead, unless you're Karthus.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what he decides to go. He could go for a Black Cleaver because the flat armor pen would stack and make it just devastating for whoever is on the receiving end of that. But, it looks like the Royal Genesis guys are going to pluck... Oh, never mind. I was going to say they're going to pluck the opportunity to take the mid. Oh, Caitlyn! True Shot Barrage and a Mega Inferno. Wombo combo is exactly the word I'm looking for, cameraman. The Surrender will go off. A Shockwave is used as well as the Flash and the Paranoia and the Teleport. And we will be going to a tie-breaking Game 3 here, Cameron, in the semi-final, which is, of course, the final of the lower bracket.
So the loser of this will be given 4th place, I think.
Yep.
I would have to check my own bracket. But the winner of this would go on to going against Korean Barbecue. Now, the only reason we call them A set is because they actually brought a CS team as well down to a multi-game land. So, and their CS team was actually set B.
Oh, well, there you go.
So there we go. So Korean Barbecue definitely would be watching this with enthusiasm, seeing who they're up against. Though it has been a very, very long day for everyone.
But we're not quite out of it yet. Very well played by both teams, especially Makeshift. We're going to have to nominate an MVP, Cameron. I'm in favour of giving it to Ramsey for his manly Zin play. What do you think?
Even though he didn't get many kills, he did, however, do a lot of setups.
No fear whatsoever.
No fear. True damage and just went for it.
I mean, the rest of the team did great as well, but none of them... Well, I mean, Profound went probably even more balls deep. But Zin is an absolute man and a gentleman.
Well, I was noticing before when we were in the lobby that Ramsey's unranked, so it would be nice to see him go into ranked and see where he gets placed, because he does play...
He plays whatever he wants at top, which is very respectable.
Yeah, and he plays a lot better than I do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the tiebreaker very, very shortly here. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back. This is Cold Blood and Cameron. I dropped the ball there at the end.
That's
there.
fine.
Signing out.